Hello everyone and welcome again from the Unparsed conference. I am here with Louise, who is Senior Product Manager with Citizen Advice. Did I get your title right?
Yeah.
Excellent. How has the conference been for you so far, Louise?
Yeah, really good. Really great selection of speakers from kind of lots of different industries. Really good.
Excellent. And so, have you got a live bot as of now?
On Citizens Advice, we don't. We have a fairly kind of clear distinction that at the moment we tend to offer kind of actual advice from a human via telephone and face-to-face. And then on our website, we let people self-serve a bit more. But we have used some kind of bot-esque technology. So we've got a tool that we launched last year, which helps people identify whether or not they've been scammed. And that is powered by decision tree technology. So it it lets someone answer a series of questions to help them establish whether or not they have been the victim of a scam and what advice they would need to take. So the advice is sort of tailored based on the information that they provide when they answer the series of questions. But we sort of made a deliberate decision not to make that a sort of conversational interface because of the use case, the subject matter there.
Yeah, it's a fascinating point, and it sounds like really good rationale that you wouldn't want to create a bot that warns people about the dangers of bad bots, right? Because, of course, from the outset, someone who's been scammed or thinks they've been scammed might be very reluctant to tell this to perhaps a bot because maybe it was a bot that scammed them.
Essentially so.
Yeah, cool. Wow. Yeah, that's great rationale. And so with the conference, what did you hope to get from Unparsed? What brought you here?
In previous jobs, I've done a little bit more sort of Alexa skill building, chatbot building. So when I worked at the NSPCC, we'd created some Alexa skills and a bot on Childline. Wanted to hear a bit more about kind of how any of that kind of technology has moved on in the last couple of years, how it's being used by different industries, and see what's changed. Keep my finger on the pulse.
Yeah, sure. And I'm sure in the past 2 days you've heard the words large language models rather a lot. When I say those words, what does it conjure up in your mind? What associations have you got attached to this term that's for many of us has only been in our lives for less than a year, but suddenly it's exploded? What does it mean to you?
I think it has been interesting how much sort of hype there is around it in a way that other technology that's emerged over the last couple of years kind of hasn't seemed to capture the public imagination to such an extent. So we have had, even in Citizens Advice, some people who are not kind of technology roles have started to become very excited about the possibilities of ChatGPT and other things. I think it tends to be lumped together as seen as this could solve loads of our issues. Actually, I think for us as a non-profit organisation, we and an advice-giving organisation, we rely hugely on trust and on providing accurate advice. And we would be very hesitant to try and use something like ChatGPT to provide advice from our website or other kind of trusted sources, because we wouldn't feel confident that it was going to provide accurate advice and not have hallucinated some imaginary laws and then be giving people advice on that basis.
Sure.
And also we deal with millions of people per year come to us, 40 million people on our website, 1.5 million people or more via our phone lines.
Yeah, excellent.
And so many of them are in really vulnerable situations, and we at the moment wouldn't want to be in a situation of sharing any of their details with ChatGPT or something like that. We would need to think really carefully about how we were using that in like a a sort of lockdown, secure way.
Yeah, I totally understand. I imagine as it stands now with the way you do it, you're very careful to ensure that the information you give to people is genuine and useful. And so perhaps at some point, large language models like ChatGPT, you will be able to be sure that it's giving the truth. But at the moment, that's quite a big risk for you, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And for us, it's kind of better. We, and I think lots of other non-profit organisations would tend to take a very risk-averse approach, and lots of us would say we would rather not give advice via any channel or using that, rather than run the risk of giving incorrect advice.
Yeah, makes perfect sense.
Yeah, especially the kinds of issues people come to us about, sort of, immigration issues, benefits they might be entitled to, how can it's preventing homelessness, like those are really key things in people's lives.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you very much, Louise. I hope you enjoy the rest of the conference, and it's lovely talking to you.
Great, yeah, thanks, you too.
Cool.